everybody, and welcome back to Quarantine Kids Storytime. So my name's Sascha, and I am your Christmas guide for the weekly weekend roundup, always here every Saturday on Quarantine Kids Storytime. So, what's coming up this weekend, you might ask? Well, first and foremost, we finish the tale of Flintlock Bones and the Scepter of the Pharaohs, written by Derek Kilty, and of course it's published by the wonderful Scallywag Press, who granted us very kindly permission to read this tale for our channel. So all I can say is Jack Chandler and I have had an amazing time literally doing this tale for you all. Thank you once again, Scallywag Press, for granting us permission and for giving us some wonderful joy doing it as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So, like I say, the story finishes today. Will the evil Moriarty get away with his zombie army? And will Flynn and Red escape and save the Black Hound? Tune in today for chapter 12 and tomorrow for chapter 13. 13 an unlucky number? Or is it lucky in this instance? Do follow that to check it out. Now, of course, as this is on Unlisted, you can check the playlist at the end of the video to see all the Flintlock Bones episodes, to watch and listen again at your own pleasure. Now, talking of pleasure, all I can say is today we're going to launch straight into some wonderful Christmas feels. But I'll get onto that very shortly, because today's other story is brought to you by the wonderful Coull, who brought this tale for us originally back in the summer. Thank you so much to Pan Macmillan Childrens Books for granting us permission to read Tyrannosaurus Drip by Julia Donaldson, which is going to be revisited today. Now, tomorrow you might want to tune in, because Phil Humphreys, who's one of our regular readers, originally brought these tales to us from when we launched. And these are stories that are focusing around a little elf called Eric and a grumpy fairy called Griselda. Now, these were so popular last time, we had to bring them back in time for Christmas. So tomorrow, before Eric the Elf kicks off in full stride again next week, we are going to bring you the tale of Griselda the Grumpy Fairy. And it's all written and narrated by Phil Humphreys. So I hope you enjoy that little bit of Christmas sparkle. Now, talking of Christmas sparkle, obviously our Christmas tales start to kick in from next week. But I wanted to bring to you a very special tale, just a short one, something that you might want to have a look at. Now, I have to admit, I love hearing different stories about Christmas from all over the world, and I found this amazing one today from Germany. Now, the way that it works is that it focuses on a very special little animal whom I'm guessing quite a few of you out there might be a little scared of, and that is the spider. Now, in Germany, I don't know, in all honesty, when this story originated. However, we do know that in this particular story, there was a group of spiders who lived in an attic, and they were completely scared by the owners of the house shooing them away with a broom. So they stayed up in the attic all year round. But then, one magical night on Christmas Eve, they were so enchanted by the tree that the family of spiders crept down from the attic, and they actually fell in love with the tree. So much so, they had to explore it. So what did they do? They climbed onto the tree and had a little wander around it to see all the wonderful ornaments, all the wonderful candles on there. Unfortunately, what happened was, on their travels amongst the branches, they left behind a trail of their spider webs. So, sadly, knowing that they would very likely get chased off again, they retreated back into the attic. However, Santa Claus, or Father Christmas as we know him in the UK, visited that very night to drop off the presents under the tree. And he saw what had happened. He saw the little webs on the tree, and he thought to himself, "It is such a beautiful tree, but I feel very sorry for the spiders who really will get a lot of trouble from the humans in this home. Here's what I'll do. I will transform, by the use of my magic, these webs into silver tinsel." And with a wave of his hand, he changed the spider's webs into the most beautiful strands of silver tinsel that you ever did see. So much so, it not only saved the spider's webs and necks, so to speak, but it also brought further joy to the family because the tree actually lit up, and it was the most beautiful thing that they had ever seen. And that is why in Germany, spiders are considered lucky if you find one amongst the trees of the Christmas tree. Because you never know, their spiders' webs could turn into tinsel. So there you have it. That's a little bit of a Christmas story that I thought might be nice to share with you. So what I will do now is I will leave that there for your enjoyment and leave you to the rest of the stories. You'll see me again on Monday to introduce the chapter book of the week, which is Rumer Godden's The Doll's House, which I did earlier on in Quarantine Kids Storytime when we first launched. And you'll get to hear a little story as to why this particular story means so much to me and why I've decided to bring it back for Christmas. So I hope to see you then. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of the stories that we have on offer. My name's been Sascha Cooper, and this is Quarantine Kids Storytime. Take care, everybody. Stay safe out there, and love you all. Please do continue to subscribe and support the channel as much as possible. Take care, everybody. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.